Remember the duck. Do you not know that to whom you present yourselves slaves to obey, you are that one slaves whom you obey, whether of sin leading to death or of obedience leading to righteousness? But God be thanked that though you were slaves of sin, yet you obeyed from the heart that form of doctrine to which you were delivered. And having been set free from sin, you became slaves of righteousness. Romans 6, verses 16 through 18. Brian was beyond excited. His grandfather had given him a slingshot for his birthday. He ran out into the backyard and started launching stones against everything: trees, fence posts, firewood. It did not take long for Brian to realize, however, that he was a terrible shot. He missed everything. Disgusted with himself, he returned to the house. And that is when he saw Grandma's pet duck walking past the firewood pile. "I'll probably miss anyway," he thought to himself, and quickly fired a stone in the duck's direction. To his horror, the stone found its mark, and the duck dropped dead. Panicking, Brian grabbed the dead bird and stuffed it into the woodpile. When he had disposed of the evidence, he turned to find his sister, Marilyn, smirking. She did not say a word. She simply turned and went inside. After lunch, Grandma asked Marilyn to help her with the dishes. But Brian said he'd like to do the dishes today. "Didn't you, Brian?" Under her breath, she whispered, "Remembered the duck." Brian did the dishes. That evening, Grandpa asked Marilyn to clean up the toys in the basement, but Brian said he would do it, she protested, giving Brian a knowing look. For 2 weeks, Brian did all of Marilyn's chores, terrified that she would expose his crime. After a while, he couldn't take it anymore. Choking back tears, he went into the living room and confessed. "Grandma," he said, "I need to tell you something. A couple of weeks ago, I was out in the yard with my slingshot. I killed your duck." Grandma put down the book she was reading and signaled for Brian to sit next to her on the couch. "Come here," she said softly. Brian climbed up next to her, and she put her arm around him. "I know what you did, because I saw the whole thing through the kitchen window, and forgive you because I love you. But I was wondering how long you were going to let your sister make a slave out of you. The devil would love to hold you in bondage to sin that God is willing to clean up and forgive. He knows what you did, and he's eager for you to simply come out and admit it."